Hi everyone, I'm back, and in this video I just wanted to share another story time with you. In this video I will be talking about a time when I worked at a school, and one of the people there that worked at the school would actually drink mouthwash. So if you guys want to keep watching this video, then stay tuned. Okay, so I just wanted to share this video because I just want people to know that, I don't know, I'm just doing a series of videos because I want people to know, like, if you start working in a new place or different place, just to be aware of what you do. And to me, like, my biggest thing would be document, and find people that are gonna be supportive towards you, that are going to be there for you no matter what. So let me get started and let me tell you about this situation. So I was working at a school where I was like teaching a program to one of the teachers there. Well, he was a substitute teacher. They hired an older guy, and let me tell you, there was this reason why they hired this older guy, because there had been two other teachers there that, oh my goodness, were just not fit for the job. Let's just say that. And I will tell you about those two other teachers another time. So let me tell you about this time where this substitute, he was about in his late 50s, early 60s. You know, when he first showed up, I was supposed to help him out and get started with the class and, you know, make sure that he taught the program. There was a program that I knew and that I had to teach him in order for him to stay in the class. He was a long-term sub. So, the first thing I noticed, like when he first walked into the classroom, his shirt was all torn from one of his sleeves and like on his elbow part. And I remember the kids telling me, "Miss, look, his shirt is all torn." And, you know, like, I was like, okay, you know, that shouldn't matter, you know, but this is kids at an age where they notice everything. They'll make fun of people for just any reason. So this teacher, I remember, would just fall asleep in the back of the class. And I was like, okay, this guy is tired. He must be too old for this job, or he's just lazy, you know. But then I remember when I first walked into the classroom, I had to go through the cabinets, through the closet doors, made sure that all the material was in there to teach that program, and to make sure that he had all the material he needed for the program. So I remember I went into the closet, the cabinets. I made sure I cleaned everything, made sure, like, pile every book he needed, every material he needed for this program. Then I remember walking into the class a few times and it smelled like alcohol. Not like rubbing alcohol, but like alcohol, like someone was drunk. And then I was like, okay, maybe this guy comes to work with a hangover. I don't know, you know, older 50s, late 50s, early 60s, and he just did not look put together. He just didn't look like he belonged in a classroom. So I remember looking in the cabinets, and he would keep styrofoam cups full of something that looked like apple juice. And I remember I was like, okay, why is this person keep styrofoam cups with his drink and not keep it on his desk? You know, I was like, okay, what is he hiding? Like, why doesn't he want his stuff out there, you know? Or keep it like in a bottle, sealed or something. So I remember, okay, this went on, and this person would just fall asleep in the back of the classroom and say, you know what, I haven't read, I'm not really, you know, familiar with the material, can you teach the class? And I was like, well, there is no other way. I mean, I'm not just gonna let the kids sit there and do nothing for a whole hour or two. And so I remember there were a few times when I did walk in the classroom early in the morning, and I noticed he kept a mouthwash bottle, like a big mouthwash bottle. It kind of looked like this, but it was bigger, like maybe double the size, but the stuff he kept inside kind of looked like this, but a little darker than this. And I remember I said, how strange, like I've never seen anyone keep mouthwash in the classroom, you know, because I know you're not supposed to keep anything that's, you know, personal like this, or any kind of cleaning materials. I know we weren't supposed to have those in the classroom, or anything liquid like this that the kids can get to. So, and I remember he would have it really full to the top, and at the end of the day, maybe just this much left. And I was like, okay, this is strange. Like, who uses this much mouthwash during like 7-8 hour period? And then I remember one time he poured it in the styrofoam cup and started drinking it. And he didn't notice that I was looking at him, because he was way back in his desk in the back of the classroom, like, you know, just like falling asleep. But I saw him pouring it into a styrofoam cup. So he was drinking it in the classroom. And I said, that's strange. I don't know anybody that drinks mouthwash, you know. So what I did is I documented it, and I went to one of my supervisors and I said, you know, I noticed that there's a mouthwash bottle in the classroom, and I also noticed that the cups he keeps in there are full of the same liquid that he keeps in the bottle. And my supervisor said, really? He drinks mouthwash? And I said, well, that's what it looks like to me. And then he said, well, did you open it? And I said, well, no. My job is to tell you what I saw. Your job is to go and investigate what the bottle has, right? To me, that's common sense. But this is what my supervisor said. Well, you know, I'll ask him if he drinks mouthwash. Okay, so then what he did is, like maybe 2-3 days later, he called me, my supervisor, and he said, oh, you don't have anything to worry about. He said he drinks mouthwash because he's embarrassed of his bad breath. And I said, drinks mouthwash because of bad breath. Okay, not only is that harmful to your esophagus, to your throat, to your mouth, but it's okay with you if someone drinks mouthwash. To me, this contains somewhat of alcohol. Some of them do, but I noticed that it wasn't the color of a regular mouthwash. It was a little bit darker, and it was a little bit foamier. So to me, I think the guy was drinking beer in the classroom, or something else, like whiskey, something with dark substance. But to me, what amazed me, and in a way I felt very disappointed at the fact that my supervisor didn't even go ahead and investigate, or, you know what, let me remove the bottle from the classroom and let me investigate, let me have someone like school police investigate what's in the bottle. No, they just took his word over mine again. And to me, I just want people to understand that some people just don't do their job. And this is what irritates me. This is what bothers me, because people are not willing to do their job. Like, to me, I was like, how dare we just sit back and have someone drink in the classroom and not do anything about it? It's not like I'm a snitch or anything, but to me, it's more like I cared about the students. I don't want anyone sitting back there sleeping, getting paid, or sleeping and, you know, just getting buzzed in the class back there. It's like, why? When we should have someone that's supposed to be teaching these kids, you know? So I just wanted to share this story with you guys, because to me it's like amazing and like disappointing to know how supervisors don't go above and beyond. Like, they don't do their job, and it frustrates me because I felt like I couldn't do anything about it. And it was like, okay, you know what? He told me he uses mouthwash because of his breath, and that's it. It's not like, oh, okay, let me get the bottle, investigate what's in it. That's what people should do. Investigate, look into it, do your job. So this is what irritates me. about the supervisors I had. They did not do their job. It was more like my word against other people. So I just wanted to share this story with you guys. If you guys want to see more stories like this, stay tuned, because I will have more stories about other people I have worked with that have been so inappropriate, especially for the kind of setting that I worked in. I could even write a book, seriously. To me, it's just frustrating that all this still happens and it occurs, and you know, people just sit back and watch. Like, to me, I'm not that kind of person that's gonna sit back and just watch someone get drunk or watch someone drink something that's inappropriate in the classroom. To me, it's like, you need to do your job, and your job is to educate these kids, and for me to trust that I can leave you alone with these kids and nothing's gonna happen to them. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and give it a like if you guys want more stories like this, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.